So this is a fun one. And I learned this a few years ago. This is my favorite combination. And the reason why is that I read about it in the afternoon, and I came to the game, and I was playing against Doug, probably the best player in the club, and I did it against him, and it worked. And that's why I remember it. It's my favorite one. How can you make 4 tricks? 4 tricks. And it turns out making 4 tricks with this is a bonus, but you really expect to make 3. So, how many of this suit are out? 5. And how'd they probably split? 3-2. And you're missing the king and the 10 and a bunch of intermediates. I make this just as worse as possible so it leaps out at you. You know, once you add in 10s and 9s and 8s, some of these change a little bit. But I want the general principle here. So, how am I going to make 4? How is that even possible? Well, I'll give you a hint. If the king is singleton, because they showed me your hand, and so I just know it's singleton, and I cash the ace and drop the singleton king, am I going to make 4?
Yes.
No. No, I'm not.
Oh,
because there's 4 on the other side, and it's 10, 9, 8, 7 or something. Wow. Okay. But I can make 4 with this with a very particular card combination that happens about 40% of the time. You know, when I read it, wow, weird, cool.
Okay, 4 of the ace.
You're going to lead low to high.
Yeah.
And you're going to lead low to the queen.
Low to the queen, okay.
And if the king is over here, you're going to lose. And you're going to, the ace and the jack are now high, and you're hoping they're split 3-2, and you get it. But look what happens. Ten, 9. So the finesse won because Doug ducked it. The queen won because Doug ducked it. And I had to make this. This is like a 3-no contract, and this was it. This was either going to work or not. But look what happened when I played the ace. The king dropped. And then the jack and the 6 are good. So, you always expect to make 3. But in this very limited situation, you can make 4 with this. And you get it kind of by accident by leaning low to the queen, which you're always going to do. You're always going to do. You're going to lead low to the queen for the finesse. And if it loses, okay, you just make the 3. But if you do anything else, like foolishly lead the jack, no, you will only make 2 tricks, or you can make 3 if they split 3-2. But this gives up. Fact is, if you play the jack in this situation, you're going to pop. Yeah, you will always make 2. Ace, queen, jack always saves 2.
And so if you had led the 4 and you played as king or whatever,
well, yeah, then you would.
then you take the ace.
Yeah.
And then okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, if they play foolishly, and it would be foolish to pop up with the king, but I've seen it happen. Yeah. Well, then you take the gift, take the trick. You know, you live an extra 15 seconds longer because there's less stress in your life. Because you found the king, because that's the whole point. Find the king.
Right.
So, but really the principle, and I'm going to say this over and over again for the rest of my life, bow tie, huge, very strong